Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia and I am so happy to be back. I took a nice long summer break and I got married, so I spent all of the time on planning my wedding and having my wedding, and it was a perfect day. And I've just been relaxing after for a few weeks, and I'm back now, but I'm actually gonna go on my honeymoon next week, so I'm not gonna be like back for good, but I am trying to film as much as I can, but also still take care of myself and rest, because it has been very hard planning this wedding, so I definitely need more rest than I have ever needed. So yeah, but I am so happy that you're here, and today we are going to be focusing on releasing shoulder pain and releasing pain in the back. So if you're a person who sits a lot at a desk or a lot on your phone or working on your computer, this is a perfect video for you. Or if you just have pain in your shoulders and neck, this is also a perfect class for you to take. So we're going to be using a few props today because we're going to be a bit on the knees. So if you have any knee pain, I suggest that you bring a folded blanket that you can use underneath your knees. We're also going to be using a pillow and a block and a strap. And if you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf or a belt or anything that can act as a strap. So we're gonna start with a little meditation. So find your pillow. You can also sit on your block, but find your sitting bones onto a block or a pillow. Come into a nice cross-legged position, and you can adjust until you find a comfortable spot where you can stay for a few minutes. Now place the palms onto the knees facing down, and you can start to close your eyes and focus on the point between your brows. And now notice your nostrils. You can even try and tense the muscles in the nostrils so they expand, just to shift the focus to that area. Now begin to draw slow breaths of air in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils as well. Doing this a few more times. Take nice and long exhales, and on your exhales, let go of the tension that you might have been holding in all day. Now let it go. Know that you can be safe here on your mat, that you can let go of all worries and stress, and be present in this moment. Let the shoulders stay soft, and the palms float on top of the knees. As you come into the body, and let peace take over your mind with each inhale and exhale. Fill up the belly with air, and let your prana flow in through the blood veins into the body to renew your energy. Take 3 more nice and long inhales and exhales, in and out through the nostrils. Now begin to open your eyes and keep the gaze soft in front of you. Blinking a few times, finding back into this present moment. Now start to place the palms behind you and grab onto the opposite elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and press those elbows closer to each other. And now allow the chin to come down to the chest. And once you arrive here looking down at your belly, begin to press the elbows further into the ground for that full stretch of the back of the neck. Take 4 full inhales and exhales. Look down to that belly, inflate and deflate the belly. as you exhale, start to come back to center of the mat. Now place the palms all the way over to the corners of the back of your mat. And start to let go of the crown of your head and press the chest bone further towards the top of the mat. Keep pressing into the ground with the palms. Final breath. And slowly come all the way back here. Take your time to return to the center of your mat. I'm just going to turn towards you guys, but you can stay looking here at the top of your mat. Stay in that cross-legged position. Now begin to cupcake the left fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Extend through the right arm and place the right palm on the left side of the face. And allow the right ear to come down to the right shoulder for 3 full breaths. Extend all the way from those fingertips up to the crown of your head through that neck. And exhale, slowly come back to the middle of your mat, and you can cupcake the right fingertips over to the right side. Lift the left arm all the way high to the sky and place the left palm over to the right side of the face. Left ear down to the left shoulder. Reach all the way through those fingertips. Get that opening on the right side for 3 full breaths. And exhale, come back here to the middle. Now place the palms onto the knees. We're gonna start to do a few rolls here with the neck. So rolling all the way through the neck, all the way back over to the sides, to the front, chin to chest. Take all the time that you need to travel through this circle. Go in both directions as well. Stay gentle here with the body and allow yourself all the time that you need. Take it slowly for 2 more breaths. And now come all the way back to center of your mat. Now place the palms together and interlace those fingers. Reach the palms all the way above the head with an inhale. And as you exhale, draw those palms over to the left side, gaze over the right armpit. Get that full opening on the right side for 2 full breaths. And exhale, return to the middle, inhale. And exhale, press those palms over to the right side, look over the left armpit. 2 breaths. And exhale, come back to the middle and release down the palms. Take a few moments here at the center of your mat. Reground the body back to neutral. Finding that slow breath, calm mind. As we continue on, now we're going to release away the right palm and bend that right elbow. Place the palm behind the head. Now extend the left arm fully, and as you inhale, draw back the right elbow. And with your exhale, press the right elbow down to the left elbow. Inhale, open. And exhale, crunch it all the way down. Squeeze the belly button into the spine to keep the core nice and engaged. Move slowly with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Release that right shoulder. 2 more. Very good. Final one. And release the right arm. Now let go of the left and bend the left elbow. Place the palm on the back of the head and stretch that right arm and firmly press it into that knee. Inhale, squeeze that left elbow behind you, gaze back. And exhale, crunch it all the way down to the right elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale. Let's do 4 of these. Final one. And exhale, crunch. And release. Now you can start to come onto your knees and remove the pillow out of the way. Find your sitting bones onto your heels. And firmly tuck those toes under. Now extend through the arms and focus on that right arm. Place it on top of the left so that the elbows are stacked. Now bend into those elbows and press the palms against each other, making a nice twist with those arms. Now as you inhale, draw the elbows all the way up and tilt the pelvis back behind you. And on that exhale, press the elbows into the belly and tuck the tailbone a little bit under, curling into the spine. Inhale, open. And exhale, curling down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Firmly press those palms together, making gentle movements with the spine. Final one. And exhale, begin to release the palms. Place the palms onto the thighs. Take a moment here to reground the body. We're going to continue on to the opposite side. So extend those arms and focus on the left arm. Stack it on top of the right so that those elbows are parallel to each other. Now bend those elbows. Place the palms together. Take a moment here before we start. And inhale, reach the elbows up, tilt the pelvis. And exhale, press those elbows into the belly and tuck the tailbone slightly under. Inhale. Exhale. Move here with the breath. Making a nice little wave here with the spine as you release the shoulders with your nice cow face arms. Final round. And exhale, release. And place the palms resting here onto the thighs for 2 full breaths. Now take a moment here and locate your strap. And you can take your strap and fold it in half so it's about this length. Now grab onto the ends of your strap and on your inhale, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, start to push the chest forward and move the arms behind your back. Take a moment here, find the spot where the tension appears and breathe through that tension. Now inhale, come all the way back to center. Tuck the tailbone under and let the arms come in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, return to the spot where the tension appears. Pulse the arms a bit, stay here with the breath. And slowly come back to center. Let those arms come out in front of you. Create space between the shoulder blades. Tuck the tailbone under. And inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, melt into this opening for 2 full breaths. And come all the way back to the middle. And let go of the strap. Place it out to the side. And take a moment here. Rest the palms onto the thighs. Breathe as you neutralize the body and the shoulders. Stay soft in the arms and the palms. Now begin to place the elbows into the mat. Now extend the feet and tap the feet into the mat. Release those toes for 2 breaths. Nice. And you can also just wiggle the toes a bit to release the tension that we just built. Now we're going to do a few rounds of our nice cat and cow. So make sure that the wrists and the shoulders are stacked and that the knees and the hips are stacked as well. Now reach through the fingertips and gently claw the fingers into the floor as if you're opening a jar, just to find your stable tabletop. Now inhale, tilt the pelvis to the sky, drop down the belly, open the chest, gaze up. And exhale, press into the floor strongly, tuck the tailbone under, press away the floor. Inhale, drop the belly down, tilt the pelvis. And exhale, rounding into the spine, press the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale down. Exhale, press away. Move with the breath. With those inhales and exhales, 3 more rounds. Very good. Now start to let the crown of the head come all the way into the floor and find the flat spot on the crown of your head and move the knees a bit closer to the top of the mat. Now place the palms onto the lower back and interlace the palms together. Now start to reach the palms all the way above the head and you can move the pelvis slightly forward, rolling onto the crown of your head. Squeeze those knuckles for 2 full breaths. And exhale, release, and place the palms into the ground. Lift away the crown of your head. Very good. Now we're going to come into a puppy posture. So you can either begin to walk the palms all the way to the top of the mat and walk the knees a bit further back so you have more space to release down the chest and the forehead. Or you can grab onto your block and place the elbows into the block, palms together, and also walk the knees back. And rest the head here between the arms. So find your version of this pose. And once you arrive, you can rest down into the posture. Start to breathe into the belly. Focus on inflating and deflating your belly. Take 4 full breaths. Now lift away the head and start to look over to the left side. Press a bit into the left palm and start to walk the right palm all the way over to the left side and sink into the right shoulder. Press the back of the palm into the floor for 3 full breaths. And exhale, come all the way back to the middle. Now look over to the right side and walk the left palm all the way over to the right and press the back of the palm into the ground. Sink into the left shoulder for 2 full breaths. And exhale, come all the way back to center. Now place down the forearms into the ground and extend through the legs. Come all the way here onto the belly. And let the arms come down the sides of the body. Rest down the right shin for 2 breaths. Start to extend the left arm over to the left side. Gaze over to the right side and cupcake the right fingertips into the ground. Press away the floor. Lift that right leg and bend the knee and place the foot behind you. And you can move the hips a bit further forward to get that full opening. Release the right palm and place it behind you. Tuck it underneath the rib cage on the left side. Take 4 full breaths. exhale, release the right fingertips. Use the right palm to guide you all the way back to the center, onto the belly. Now start to extend the right arm, gaze over to the left, cupcake those fingers, press into the ground, lift the left leg, bend that knee and place the foot behind you. Move the hips a bit forward. Extend the left arm and bend the elbow and tuck those fingertips onto the right side of the rib cage. And exhale, release those fingertips and use the left palm to guide you all the way back onto the belly. Very good. Now tuck the toes under, press into the ground and come all the way onto the knees. Flip the feet over to the side and sink into the hips. We're going to roll ourselves all the way onto the back. And extend those legs. Now we can begin to bend into the right knee. And use the left palm to guide the right knee over to the left side. And move the left hip a bit over to the right. And now extend the right arm, gaze over to the right armpit for 4 full breaths. Allow the right shoulder to sink into the ground. Final breath. And exhale, come back to the middle, extend the right leg. Now bend into the left knee and use the right palm to guide that left knee over to the right side. Take your time, find your twist and move the right hip over to the left. Extend the left arm, gaze over to the left armpit. Let the left shoulder melt into the floor for 4 full breaths. Breathe into the left side, release the spine with each exhale. And on your next exhale, stretch the left leg all the way back to the right. Now press into one elbow at a time. Come all the way onto the sitting bones and bend those knees. Now start to wrap around the shins, grab onto the opposite elbows and let the forehead come into the knees, chin into chest. And take this moment to thank yourself for doing something good to your body, for focusing on your health and allowing space for peace and quiet. Thank you so much for clicking my video and taking some time to practice yoga with me today. I am very grateful for each and every one of you, and I truly hope that this class helped you with your neck and shoulder pain, and I hope that I will see you in my next video and that you will have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!